Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, I'm going to be trying out all the products that I bought from my Sephora VIB sale, and I'm going to let you guys know, were they actually worth my money? So you guys are going to see what my thoughts are on these products, so then definitely keep on watching. Okay guys, I gotta start off and be like real frank with you guys. My camera is messing up so badly. Like I don't have a battery pack. Like I have like this permanent battery that goes in my camera that connects to the wall. Well, the cord is really jacked up right now. I had to order a new one, so I'm gonna try to film what I can. If this camera turns off at any point, it's gonna delete my footage. I'm gonna freaking cry. I'm already so stressed about this. I have my other batteries freaking charging right now, but these batteries are pure shit. They do not last long, so I'm gonna pray that this doesn't stop and cut out on me, because that would be so devastating. So I'm gonna have to keep like stopping and going so I can try to capture my footage. Okay, but in today's video guys, I am so excited. I'm gonna be trying out all the products that I bought from the Sephora VIB sale. Now I'm not gonna try out any of the Patrick Star One Size Beauty because I'm gonna have my own separate video on that, because I'm putting it to the test with my oily skin. So instead we're gonna try out like the Estee Lauder foundation, the Fenty Beauty bronzer palette, the Patrick Ta Major Dimension palette, the Patrick Ta Plumping Gloss, and a few other goodies that I have as well, because I didn't buy a full face worth of products. I just bought enough that like I just bought products I really wanted to try. So there's gonna be stuff in here that like you're gonna see me wearing, like the Milk Cosmetics, because I actually did buy this in the full size. I also bought another Nars light reflecting foundation, so you guys are gonna see some of those being repeated. But I'm excited. I haven't seen any reviews on these products. I don't know what people's thoughts are. I'm kind of nervous myself, especially with this. I don't do well with powder foundation. So we're going to put it to the test. We're going to try it out. So with that said, guys, I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're going to get this started. I'm so nervous about my camera. Life is just testing me right now. Life is testing me right now. It's one of those days. Okay, so right now I'm going in with my P. Louise setting base. I really do enjoy this setting base. I'm just gonna lay this down all over the lid, and then I'm gonna take my sponge and really like kind of push this in. Oh guys, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. You know, me and Corey actually didn't do anything besides going out Saturday night. We went out to celebrate Corey's graduation because he just graduated as a full stack web developer. He's putting applications out everywhere. Hopefully he can land something or even like an internship to like get himself going. So to start off today's look, we're gonna go into the Patrick Ta. This is the Major Dimension Volume 2 palette. Do you guys see the fingerprints? Those bother me. I hate fingerprints all over a palette, but I don't have any other choice. Just look at how gorgeous this palette is, by the way. Like, this palette is so freaking beautiful. I haven't seen any reviews on it because I generally just want to like form my own opinion. So I don't know how people feel about this, honestly. I just know that I'm excited to try it out. So we're gonna go into this beautiful shade right here, and we're gonna tap this all over the lid. I really enjoyed the Patrick Ta Volume 1 palette, so I have a feeling I'll enjoy this palette as well. This type of palette is like, this palette, ooh, that's a deeper shade than what I originally intended. Okay. We're going to tap this all over the lid though. I, honest to God, forgot what I was going to say because of how dark this pigment was. I thought it'd be a little bit lighter in pigment, and it's really dark. Okay, well, anyway, I haven't seen any reviews on this, so I don't know how people's thoughts are, but like I said, I really enjoyed the first one. And the first one was sold out for so long, so I don't know. I don't think this one is sold out. I think it's still available. And I believe yesterday today is the last day of the Sephora sale. So if you guys still want to go pick up a couple items, today is the last day to do so. I didn't go crazy. I have definitely seen some influencers go crazy during the sale and bought so much stuff. I'm like, oh my God, I could never. Just especially because at the end of the day, I already have so much makeup. I can't spend like $500 all the time. Like, I am not made of money. But those who did, that's freaking awesome. Okay, so now that it's laid down, we're gonna try to blend it out with these two shades kind of mixed. See if I can blend it out just a little bit because it looks bad right now. This is not blending that well. I don't like it. I don't like that, guys. Okay, so we're gonna try that again. I didn't like how that shade was laying down. It was a little bit too deep for what I wanted. So I'm gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna do something like very similar, but try something just a little different. So I'm gonna go back in with that P. Louise base, very lightly, just kind of set that all over the lid. I need to breathe. It's just one of those days, you guys, you know, like it's one of those days where life is just kind of like being a little hectic, and it could be kind of frustrating. We're just like when nothing really kind of goes your way, you know what I'm saying? And like just life stresses get in the way. But as they say, you know, the show always goes on, and like regardless of like what I have going on in my personal life, like I'm still always going to be here for you guys. Today is just a very stressful day. I feel like I'm racing the clock. Like I feel like I'm literally racing the clock on my freaking camera right now, because I'm just scared that like any second it's just going to cut off. And if it cuts off, I lose all the footage, and it's so stressful. Okay, so let's try going into actually this shade right here instead. And we're going to very lightly just again press that all over the lid. I want something like very soft and easy that doesn't require too much work. You just kind of just lay down very lightly, and then it blends out nicely, you know? Like something you can do within 5 minutes and then be out the door. But if it's too heavy, then I'm like, ooh, because I don't want to have to like put on lashes today if I don't have to. And I feel like if it's like a really deep eye look, then I feel like kind of like I need to. And I really just don't want to. Like I'm going in like very, very light pressure. Has a lot of pigment though. I will definitely say it has a lot of pigment. I don't really see any fallout on the face too much. So that is good. Go back into that lighter pink and like buff out the edges. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's take this pink shade right here, and we're gonna put that right in the center. Gorgeous, gorgeous shade. So we're gonna start to just take that and place that right here. I originally meant for it to just be in the center, but it kind of went all over the lid. So I'm just gonna kind of blend this just a bit, but that's okay. It actually doesn't look bad. And then I'm gonna take this little guy right here, this like nice gold shade, take my finger, and I'm just gonna lightly place that just right here. See if I can give it like a little bit of an extra pop, just right there in the center. So it has like a little extra oomph. So see, something like too complicated, just something very light, easy to do. I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna come back with my other eye done, and then we're gonna move into the face portion because I'm really eager to try out this foundation. I'm really nervous too because it is a powder foundation. And y'all, I don't do well with powder foundations. I feel like such a beginner when I put on powder foundation. It just, I just don't know how it's weird for me. Okay, so I'm going to do the other eye, guys, and then I'll be right on back. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, we're gonna go in with my primer, which is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Now, the only reason I'm using this in today's video, even though you guys know I've already had this for so long, is because I actually did buy the full size of this in my Sephora VIB sale. But I'm still trying to finish out the mini so that nothing goes to waste. And I absolutely just freaking love this one. And I also did refill my Nars Light Reflecting Foundation, but I'm not showing that today because you guys already know I've done reviews on it. Same way with all the one size products. That has a video coming out all on its own because I'm doing a full test to see, does it really hold up against oily skin? Okay. So moving on to foundation, we're going to try the Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear Stay in Place Matte Powder Foundation. It says that this is a multi-use foundation and setting powder with 12-hour wear. It says versatile formula is a silky soft, weightless and flawless, reduces the look of pores, controls oil and shine for up to 12 hours, stays color true. It says it's waterproof, sweat, humidity resistant. You can customize your coverage with a flip of the two-sided applicator. Use the sponge side for full coverage and the velvety side for medium. Well, you see about that. When I bought this, I had to buy the refill version of this because the actual real version of it, like the one that comes in the actual really, really pretty compact, was sold out in my shade. And I wasn't going to buy like a different shade like for $44 when this is my correct shade and had it for the refill. So I don't have the sponge it's talking about. So I'm just going to go into my Nakia Joy Cosmetics and use the sponge from here. This is the Velvet Finishing Powder, but this is in the pressed powder version, which you guys actually can use code Allie to save you guys 15%. You guys know how much I love this. So we're going to try this. I'm going to use exactly what it says with like a little sponge. I'm going to use that. But this little plastic thing is $44. I hope I apply it right. I'm really scared. I'm not very good with powder foundations. I don't ever use them. I still prefer liquid, even though I'm really oily. You think that I would prefer a powder, but I don't. Okay, so I'm assuming this is what they're talking about, right? This is dirty because it came from mine. So we're gonna take it and we're gonna like kind of like dig in here, right? I'm kind of nervous. Oh, it's supposed to control the look of pores. Am I doing this right? Am I doing it right? I'm gonna apply it like this and then I'm gonna go over with the brush, right? I feel like that's what I should do. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna like sweep it on and pat. I mean, it's definitely like covering my skin. All right, I need to move my mirror, hold on. Like it is laying down, I can definitely see coverage, but I don't know if I'm doing it correctly. I'll zoom you guys out. I will zoom you guys back in when I'm done with all this, just because I don't want to mess with my camera. So we're just gonna leave it like as is, and then I will definitely zoom you guys in after all the makeup's on so you can see like what I'm seeing. It definitely is sitting in my pores, but like on top, and it's, I don't know. This, you know, this reminds me of way back in the day when I was in middle school. I used to have this Covergirl Foundation, and I did not know anything really about shade range. I just pick out what I thought was like slimmer to me, and it was in a silver compact, and I don't know what that foundation was called, but I used it every single day to apply powder foundation, and it was like 2 shades too deep. It was like a bronzer shade on me, right? And no freaking lie, I used to wear that every single day with just black eyeliner, brown lip liner, and a clear gloss. Like, who did I think I was, right? Okay, so, oh, it's on, but I kind of want to go over it with a brush really fast. Just to kind of like make sure. And I kind of feel like I'm not allowed to put on concealer. I feel like I should have put on concealer first, right? Because concealer sitting on top of powder is not going to be that great. I don't feel like I can put concealer on. Oh, shit. And I don't feel like I need to put like setting powder on. Like, honestly. You guys see what I'm talking about? Like you can still see my pores if my audio's off. I'm sorry. Microphone's way up there. But do you guys see? Like, y'all, I don't know. Look at it. Okay, so again, I don't think I need like any setting powder or any concealer because this is very strange. Okay, so we're gonna go into the Fenty Beauty. This is the Sun Stalked Face and Highlighter Palette. I really just ended up buying this on a whim. I have never tried any Fenty Beauty powder bronzers. I don't know if they have any powder bronzers, but I really did enjoy the cream bronzers. So we're gonna kind of like mix maybe like these 2 shades, although this is a little bit too warm. So I might have to be more of this. I can use this as a highlighter. And I need a blush. Okay, so these videos always turn out so funny. So let's kind of tap into here, a little bit right here. This is the Luna Beauty. This is the 2-in-1 powder brush. You guys can use my code Allie to save you guys 10%. I freaking love this one. And I'm just gonna kind of like apply this right here. I don't even know if I see anything. Kind of tap in the middle between both. But I feel like every time I do a video like this, somehow, I don't know why, things always get like messed up. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't get it. Like, I see all these other influencers and they do these style videos and they always turn out like so freaking nice, and then you see mine, you're like, what are you doing? Do you even know how to put makeup on? I honestly can't even tell this is really even applying powder down. I feel like it is, but like it's not too much. It's kind of very light, which kind of makes me like it. It's on. I just feel like it's pretty light, which I kind of like that it's actually pretty light. It doesn't look too muddied over. I'd have to try this on top of liquid foundation to see how much I really like it. I don't really know how much it's showing up. I feel like the powder foundation I got is oxidized down just a bit. I look very weird. I look weird. I look dark. I look like I went out tanning. Okay, I'm just gonna throw on some blush. I don't have any new blush for you guys today. This is gonna be such a video. This video is already turning out to be such a mess. I'm so sorry. For some reason, it's like down here. Like it just looks muddy right here. Here it looks fine. I just feel like this powder foundation just makes me look way too deep. Like, and I don't get it because the liquid doesn't do this. The liquid's actually a little bit lighter, so I don't understand why it's like looking like I am very tan in the face. I don't know how this shit always gets messed up. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly go in and finish off the eye. We're gonna go back into this shade right here that I originally went in with. And we're just gonna quickly we're gonna do the waterline. I'm gonna throw on some just mascara and some white liner. And then we're gonna come back and like do the lips together because I don't have any more new products because I didn't buy a whole lot this round, you know? So I'm just gonna quickly lay this down. This is gonna be the funnest video for you guys. It's just me like complaining and putting on makeup that doesn't even freaking work. Story of my life. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so now that the eyes are finished, I just went back in with this shade right here and I just put it underneath my waterline and then I put a white liner and mascara on. So for highlighter, we're gonna go back into the Fenty Beauty palette. Fingerprints are getting all over it. And we're gonna go into this little highlight right here. And we're gonna use that to do the inner corner and brow bone as well as highlight the face today. It is such like a little tiny little highlight. I'm gonna take my little fan brush from Bling Brushes, which you guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off. So let's see, Fenty Beauty usually has really beautiful highlights. This is very, very subtle actually. I love the Fenty highlights. They're usually really nice. This seems like it's just very, very, very subtle. Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. I feel like I can't even take myself seriously in this video today. I feel like I look like a clown with how deep this powder foundation is. I don't know if it just oxidized or what. Like, it doesn't actually look bad on the skin. Like, it doesn't. I just look super freaking bronzed. I look like I sat out in the sun for over 10 hours and I got sunburned and now the tan's coming through. That's how I feel like I look right now. And it's quite a sight to behold. I'm used to like me being a little bit more paler, and which is crazy because whenever I wear like the liquid version of this, I don't have that issue because I actually did wear the liquid version of this during my wedding. This mixed with the Catrice True Skin foundation. I mixed the two together and it was a beautiful, beautiful color. So I kind of don't know what's going on with this powder foundation and why it's sitting the way that it and why it's the color that it is, but oh boy, y'all. Okay, so this is the highlight. What do we think? What do we think? I think it definitely gives my skin kind of like a nice glow to it, but oh man, y'all. Okay, so let me just quickly line my lip. I'm gonna go in with my favorite liner. It is the Jaclyn Hill. This is the Bourbon Lip Liner. It's my absolute favorite. Typically, I don't fill my lips in when it comes to lip liner, but since we're trying on a gloss, I'm going to today, just so that we could have some pigment underneath it, because I just really want to try out the Plumping Lip Gloss, but still have a little bit of a pigment underneath my lip. I'm going to the Pack Tall. This is the Plumping Lip Gloss. I've been seeing everybody talk about this. I really want to get it. I really wanted it. This is the Superficial shade, so let's go ahead and try this out, see if it's like nice and plumping. And see how I can't get over how bad my face looks. Oh, God. God, this literally smells like Michael's craft store. I literally am obsessed because give it till July, maybe even June. They're going to start rolling out their fall decorations. You guys know that's my favorite time of the year. So I'm way too excited about that. It smells incredible, like it does. It just smells like Michael's craft store. And it feels very nice and hydrating. It definitely has a little bit of like a stinging effect to it, but like it's not bad. It's really not bad. Okay, so I need to just get my husband to walk in here really fast because I just want to see if he sees what I see. I'm going to have him come in here and I'm going to have him like see my face. I just want to see if he sees what I see. Y'all, do you not see? I look like, I look so like orange. I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm matching my shirt. Okay, I'm not gonna show my face yet, but just do me a favor. Tell me if you see what I see. Just give me your first impressions, okay? I just want you to see my skin, and you just tell me if I have, like, what my skin looks like. Do I look funny?
Maybe?
Do I look?
No, I feel like I'm looking too hard.
Look, come closer. Come look at my face.
A little tan?
I look really tan, right?
Yeah. I mean, when you compare it to your neckline, yeah.
Well, I didn't blend down, but like, I said I feel like I look way too bronze, like way too tan. Like this isn't my, I feel like I'm a little bit too deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't match your neck.
Well, I didn't, if I brought it down.
Well, I'm saying that's how I can tell, is because it doesn't match your neck.
But you don't see, like, I'm staring at this going, I look like the opposite of, I'm so pale. I feel like I look so bronzed. How's the, like the powder, like, highlight and everything look?
That looks fine.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, in other news, Corey just told me that our fish are dead. God. So we've had this fish tank for years. It's moved with us from apartment to apartment to apartment. We've always had catfish in there and different variety of like school fish and beta fish. And then we have different variety of stuff, but like our catfish have been there for years. And so he just did a massive like clean the tank. He just did a massive cleaning of the tank and apparently our fish died. So we just lost all of our fish. And I guess the catfish didn't make it either. I mean, the catfish was probably, I don't know, 10 years old at this point, but man, this just tops off the video, y'all. Like, this video has been such a freaking shit show. Like, I swear to God, this is my life. And I'm not gonna edit anything out because you guys deserve to see the truth and everything. Been having messed up issues with my camera. I have a freaking wrong foundation shade or it just doesn't look right. My fish just died. This happens every time I do a full face of first impressions. Do you guys notice that? Do you guys notice that every time I do a full face of first impressions? This shit just goes crazy. This shit just gets like messed up. I swear to God. Okay, so I can't even make this stuff up. Okay, so let's just kind of go into first impressions a little bit. I have nothing to say about the Milk Hydro Grip. You guys know I love that. This powder foundation, I do think it like looks really pretty on the skin. I will give it that. It did not minimize my pores like it says it does. It did not do that, but it does look really pretty, minus it being just a little bit off in the color shade, like the color range. I feel like I got the exact shade that I get for my liquid foundation, but for some reason, maybe it's because it's liquid, it mixes other products. I usually put an under eye palette, a concealer. Maybe it's why it looks different. This right here for the powder just looks like it oxidized down and it just looks a little bit deep for me. And I feel like if I had just a little bit lighter shade, I probably really would like this. The only issue that I have is that I don't really know how to properly use a powder foundation. Like I don't know if I should put concealer and like cream bronzer on first and then go over with powder or what. Like I personally feel like I would get more use out of this laying this on top of a foundation. Like if I wore like my Double Wear Estee Lauder if I wore my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, this could be used as a setting powder. I feel like I would use this to go over any liquid foundation that I have and like set it with this and maybe a little bit of setting powder to really lock that oil into place, lock the makeup into place. Using it just as a powder, I don't know. I'd have to like check back in to see how I like it, but like, I don't know. I've never really been the biggest fan of powder foundations. And I know these should be my friend because I'm really oily, but I guess I just like more of like a skin-like finish, matte finish, and this has that, but it's just, I don't know. And it's just a refill. I don't even have the real compact one. It's just a refill. So I really do like how it looks, but definitely not my favorite. As for like the Patrick Ta palette right here, Jesus. Okay, so as for the Patrick Ta palette, it's a beautiful palette. Like I would definitely say it's a really beautiful palette. If you guys are more into the soft rosy tone neutral palettes, I feel like this could be one for you. The mattes are super pigmented. I did not have any fallout with them whatsoever. They blended out really nicely and they didn't really have too much kick up in the pan. And then the shimmers are really gorgeous themselves. Do you need this palette? I don't think so. I really don't think that you do, especially if you have like his first palette. It's very similar. It just has more of a pinky tone to it. The other one's more of a neutral tone. Other than that, I really don't feel like you need it, just because I feel like you can create this eye look with so many other palettes out there. It is a beautiful formula. I will give it that, but I don't think like you need a $65 Patrick Ta palette. Like, I don't think I necessarily needed this. I think I just wanted it more than needed it because I really loved his first one so much, not really realizing that those two are pretty much identical. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful. I do like it, but I don't think it's really worth it, in my opinion. Same thing with like the Fenty Beauty. I'm going to give this one another go, but I'm going to try this one on top of like a liquid foundation and not necessarily a powder, because I feel like I really didn't see too much of it on the face. The highlighter is pretty. Like, it definitely gives me like a glow. It doesn't have that like that wet look to it, but just has a natural glow to it, which I actually do like. I just feel like there isn't too much of a range. Like, there's a beautiful range for deeper skin tones, which is phenomenal, but I think for lighter skin, it isn't too much of a range for me in that aspect. I don't know if I really will get much of a use out of this as I will like my other bronzers out there. It's a gorgeous palette. I like the concept of it. I just don't think that I would really get as much use out of this as I would other ones. But I definitely want to keep trying this out on top of liquid foundation to see how well I really like it, because maybe I'll see a difference then. I feel like trying it out with powder wasn't necessarily the best thing to do, in my personal opinion. But it's not bad. I'm going to keep playing with that before I really make my decision. And then I think the last thing to like talk about is the lip gloss. I actually really do enjoy the lip gloss. I don't feel like it plumps at all. I don't feel like a plumping sensation. It has a nice like cooling sensation. Like, it feels like I put like a cooling menthol thing on my lip, but it's not stinging. It's not burning anymore. It just feels very, very, very cooling. I absolutely love the smell of this. It smells like Michael's Craft Store, which just makes me so freaking happy. It does feel hydrating. Not sticky, which I really do appreciate, and I just really do enjoy the color of this. I feel like this is a really beautiful color. This is in the shade Superficial, so I feel like this can go with so many different looks out there. It's 20 bucks, which I really have nothing bad to say about that when it comes to the lip gloss, because most lip glosses are that price range from like higher end brands. So yeah, guys, these are my thoughts on these products. They're definitely not bad at all. I just have to keep working with them and keep playing with them to really kind of give you guys my final thoughts. But based on first impressions, I'm not fully impressed with some of these, but I'll have to keep playing with it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to return them, because some of you guys always tell me in the comment section, oh, if you don't like it, just return it. Y'all, I have an issue with doing that. I just get really bad anxiety, and I just go, oh, it's okay. I'll just keep it. It's fine. I know I shouldn't, but typically if I don't end up using this, I just put them in like, typically if I don't end up going through this, I usually put them on my like Macari or Poshmark, or give them back to you guys. But here, you know, just in case anyone wants it. But I'm going to keep playing with these to really get a gauge of them. But based on first impressions, they're okay. Everything's okay. Except for the lip gloss. I actually do really enjoy the lip gloss. So yeah, guys, this was a shit show of a video. I feel like I kind of had to rush through it because my camera is on a time right now, and I don't know when it's going to cut out, and I'm terrified, and my fish just died, and it's just been one of those days. But the show must go on. So that is it for today's video, guys. I'm really sorry for whatever this mess turned out to be, but if you guys liked it, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 4 to 5 videos a week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for the Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the hugest thank you goes to all these beautiful, wonderful paid members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, just thank you guys so much for being here. Love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys very next video. Bye.